What's up, guys? We're going to be doing a What's in My Backpack tour. But before that, I got to go over my schedule with you all. I have all these classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I have all these classes every day of the week. So, I got win time, 0 period. Social studies or U.S. history, 8th grade, first period, excuse me. Second, science 2, 8th. Period 02. A block. My first block, I have 2 blocks. I get 2 blocks every year. ELA reading, and then after ELA reading, I have lunch. Excuse me. Then at 5:06, I have math, and then 7th period, I have Spanish 1, and then 8th period, I have athletics. And yep. So that's all my classes. Now let's get on to the backpack tour. I don't have a journal for Spanish 1, and I don't have a folder for ELA yet. I will get those upon the first day of school. Okay, so you can take this paper home, but you have to return it on the first day of school. It's the return of deal, or the return check-off list for school. Excuse me, sorry. There's my periods. I have 0 period, which that's the first bell, 7:52. First period, 7:55 through 8:43, which is U.S. history. Second period, science. Third and fourth, ELA. So I don't leave until junior high lunch. It's 11:19. Fifth and sixth are mixed together. I was in athletics in this period, but they moved it to 8th for boys finally. I like it in 8th, so I could just leave school and head straight to the bus. All I gotta do is head it straight out them doors and go to the bus. But anyway, 5th and 6th, and then Spanish 1, and then I have athletics, or PE. I'm not going to show my teachers' names because I don't want to get in trouble because of it. I just don't want to. But this is my U.S. history folder. This is my first period. And yeah. I have my folders organized by period. First, second, 5th and 6th, and 7th. I still got to organize all my journals by period. Science. Okay. United States history. Math. I have then math. I have science. Then U.S. history. I got that backpack a couple of years ago from Sam's Club. It's a Swiss Gear backpack. It's like, got a pocket for a laptop and stuff. If you can, at least get one with that. Even though we don't carry around our laptops, we have a station for one in every class. We just, I just like to have one so I can store my stuff, you know. But that's basically everything, and I still do have my lens wipes in there. I'm gonna leave them in there. I'm not gonna take them out because I'm gonna need them during school. And I'm gonna bring my lens wiping cloth with me, or my microfiber, which is better. Don't wipe your glasses with your shirt; it will smear. And if you have a transitions coating, it will ruin the coating. It will make it not transition as good anymore. But yeah. And I like all my periods. I said I hope I get U.S. history first period. And I did. And I said I wanted Spanish 1 this year. I got Spanish 1 this year. So I got what I wanted. Man, I got what I wanted last year too. I wanted to have my favorite math teacher, which is was my bus driver. Now I have two coaches alternating bus routes. Yay! I don't know what time they're going to be there. And I'll post a picture of me. I posted a picture of me before school started last year, which was the 6th or 7th I started last year. Now I'm starting the 13th. I'm starting tomorrow. I go back to school tomorrow, and fortunately in the state of Texas, we cannot use our phones in school anymore. No longer. We can't even use them at breakfast, which sucks. And I think I have to go in, get my breakfast, and go to zero period. Yay, good for me. I'm used to just going to the cafeteria and eating in the morning. When we don't usually do nothing for the first 3 days, we just get to know each other. If we have any new kids, yada yada. Tell them how the process goes. Get them used to Broadus, or get them used to the schoolhouse. And yeah, let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. I'll try my best to make it short and answer them today, if not tomorrow. And be on the lookout for that Get Ready With Me. I'm not sure if I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning or not, because my alarm might not go off. My alarm goes off, I just don't wake up. But I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock tonight, because school. Knowing me, I'll probably end up going to bed about 9:30. Depends on when I get out of the shower and stuff. I have to take showers every night and all that, yada yada yada, the whole 9 yards. It's 6:45 a.m. That clock up there is 3 minutes off. It's up to date on my watch, even though the analog doesn't work, the digital still does. I just need a functioning watch, if that functioning watch. And I do have a water bottle, a 19-ounce Walla bottle that I'll carry around with me in that bag. And what helps me is I have junior high PE or athletics as my last period. So all I gotta do is just put my backpack in the locker room and say, alright, we have a game after this. I'm not sure how best I can do on manager log, but because I'm actually going to be subbing in. I'll do it while I'm on the bus or while I'm still there. I'll say, hey guys, it's been a day as manager. It's been a day subbing in, and I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it. If I'm not, I'll say my displeasures, and I'll say why. But I love getting to work with my team. I love getting to work with my coaches. Helps you get to know them. Helps you get to know your new coaches better. I was manager, I got to know them way too fast. Or it wasn't way too fast. It was actually fast enough that I liked. And my Spanish 1 teacher, I had her as my 6th grade English teacher. Wow. She is my 6th grade ELA teacher. She also teaches 6th and the other part of 7th ELA. And I have her again as Spanish 1. Some other people have my friend's mom, which I know her real well, but I didn't know that teacher was going to teach Spanish 1 this year. I had no idea. I thought it was in high school, but they moved it down to 8th grade, so I like that. It actually gets me a head start on Spanish, but let me say something in Spanish that I already know. And please, all Spanish speakers, please don't hate me. I don't pronounce the Spanish words correctly, but I think it's Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Which means, hello, how are you? In Spanish. How do I know that? I just know some basic Spanish. I don't know all basic Spanish. I know siéntense. Silence. Por favor. Please. Don't hate me. I'm butchering the accent. I know. All you Spanish speakers, please don't hate me. I am new. I could say some words in Spanish, like sí and no, and some other stuff. But sí, señor. Yes, sir. No, sir. Or no, señor. No, sir. Sí, señorita. Yes, ma'am. No, señorita. No, ma'am. I know some basic Spanish. I'm not that dumb. My grandpa taught me a few. No, I do not know any swear words in Spanish. Do I want to learn them? No. I don't want to know any swear words in Spanish. I'm not going to say one, but I think I know. I think it means idiot. I'm not going to say it, though. Because this is a family-friendly channel, or I try to be. I've cussed on here a few times, but I'm just not going to go down that road, because all my Spanish speakers will come at me in the comments. Y'all probably won't come at me in the comments, but I just don't want to start crap, you know. And yeah, I don't want to start drama. Yep, I hope this helps. Well, I hope this might help you if you're in your classes and stuff, and you don't have a folder. Don't ask, or don't say I'm not gonna ask because they're gonna hate me. No. Just say you didn't get an extra folder, and they'll say, okay, they should get you one. If they don't, they may tell you, hey, ask your parent, go get you one by the store or something. Not in a rude tone. Hey, they're not being rude, okay? Don't be afraid to go up there and ask them for a folder or a composition journal, which I need that from my Spanish 1 teacher. Which she supplied us journals for reading, or ELA class. English class is not like Spanish. It's not where you learn and write the language. Well, you will write in English class, but you read, write, do all that. It's not just learning the language, but I mean, English is my primary and preferred language for now, until I get the basics of Spanish down and how to say some Spanish words. But now I will have Spanish on my language list before I even hit high school. Or I won't speak it fully, before I hit sophomore year. And I think, not sure if there's a Spanish 3, but I'd take 1 this year. I'd take 2 in freshman. Take 3, if there's even a 3 in sophomore year. I know who the high school teacher is for Spanish. I don't know her real well. I've seen her up and down the hallway a few times, but I hope this helps. And if you don't understand it at first, that's okay. I don't know how my Spanish is going to go. But I know this teacher, and she teaches in a way I can understand. She's very accommodating. That's what I like about my teachers. And I heard they're going to make you use the computers this year in math, but we have updated calculators. We have to have a class just to work our calculators. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I got my schedule for this year. Yesterday, I went and met all my teachers. I basically knew them all. I've had them last year. Had them before. I've had Spanish 1 teacher, like I said, in 6th grade. And I had my math teacher for my wind time teacher last year. And I had my bus driver as my math teacher, which he is no longer my bus driver because they swapped routes and stuff. And he only teaches 6th grade and part of 7th grade math. And my old Texas history teacher, he decided to move to the high school hall. I don't know what he's doing. I think he may be U.S. history or something. I'm not sure if U.S. history is 8th or 9th. think it's 8th grade, and then world history's 9th grade, which our very own Coach Mixon taught last year, but he ended up retiring after the last school year. Yay! So I met all my teachers, and I even got to see my old Texas history teacher. I said, "You hadn't escaped from me yet. You gonna be my bus driver." And the other one, I know him. He's our assistant coach. And my head coach, he's very accommodating, and he said, "Well, I usually don't keep them for practice after school. Oh, sometimes I will, but yeah." My English teacher, she knows me well. She knows all the problems I have. So does my Spanish 1 teacher. They actually will help me calm down, when I get too excited and stuff. But yeah, I need to print off a copy of my bell schedule, my schedule for my skills worker, because so she'll know what class I'm in to come grab me. And say, "Don't grab me. Please don't grab me in Spanish 1. Don't grab me in U.S. history," which she won't, because it's too early in the morning. It's probably about 7:55, almost 8 o'clock. She might, but that's the time they usually get to the office, so, yeah. I mean, you can come grab me in math, but I don't know. It might be a week or two, but I'll print off a copy. I say, "Can you put this in my records, or turn this into Miss Destiny Perez or something? Miss Destiny or whatever." Because, I say, that's my skills worker now, and she needs to see my schedule and all that, so she knows what class to grab me in. I didn't want it to be math or ELA. I don't want it to be Spanish 1. Even though they come get me usually around 9 or 10 or sometimes, which is actually third period, so I wouldn't mind. But that means I carry my bag in there with me. Phones must be turned off in a sealed backpack and not seen the rest of the day, and that means Bluetooth headphones, but I do have a pair of wired headphones, and I gotta carry my school supplies on the first day of school to my teachers and stuff, and say I forgot them on Meet the Teacher Day, which was yesterday. I got all my schedule, I got all my stuff, so I know what class I'm going to first. I don't know how that 0 period's gonna work, but I'm assuming we get our breakfast and go to that period, which we'll probably do nothing tomorrow. We'll just introduce ourselves and just get to know our schedules. You'll learn your schedule I'll learn my schedule very quick. Well, I also know my way around that campus. I've been there 3 years. I've not been to the high school very much, but I can maneuver my way through there too. I've been down there quite a few times. Either going to the gym or yada yada, whole 9 yards. But, yeah. Some schools in 8th grade, like Zavala and Chirino, also have Spanish 1. Which, that is my preference, to have Spanish 1 in 8th grade for students who might have trouble in 9th grade. So you won't be leveling grade or Algebra 1 and Spanish 1 together. That's a whole load of disasterness, in my opinion. That's a whole load of disasterness, but hey, I have a skills worker that might speak Spanish. I say, hola, señorita. I have Española uno. If you want to know what Española uno means, Spanish 1. I wrote that on my folder, LOL. I wrote Spanish 1 and Spanish on my folder. Española uno. I'll probably put the hyphen way too late in the Espanol, but I don't care, really. She'll teach me how to write it. I mean, Espanol uno. Spanish 1. I do know how to say Spanish in Spanish and 1 in Spanish. I think the one I miss is 6 or 7 when I count. Don't say 6, 7, please. It's in Spanish. Uno is 1, dos is 2, tres is 3, cuatro, that's the one I miss. 4, cinco, 5, 6, 7, siete, ocho. No. Sorry, Spanish speakers. I just screwed that up. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, nueve, diez. Uno is 1, dos is 2, tres is 3, cuatro is 4, 5 is 5, 6 is 6, siete is 7, ocho is 8, nueve is 9, and 10 is diez. I learned how to count in Spanish in probably kindergarten. I don't know. I just learned it. But if you ask me to count above 10 in Spanish, my brain's going to go into a brain frying moment. It's already 21 minutes this video is. But I hope y'all have a great day. And if you are back in school, I hope you have a great year. And if you're not in school yet, I hope you also have a great year. And God bless you all. May God bless you with the greatest year possible.